You don't grow unless you go out of your comfort zone. And that's in every facet of your life. If you want to become smarter, you have to read books or go to school. Like, that's not always comfortable. There's a million different varieties of this. But yes, we are in a culture that prioritizes comfort and luxury, and it's all about making our lives easier. Ironically, what makes us happy is putting ourselves in difficult situations, not so difficult that they capsize our lives, but difficult enough that we're testing ourselves and we're grappling with obstacles and we're overcoming them. And on the other side, we feel a boost in self-esteem. We feel more ourselves. We feel more alive, and we experience growth and connection with self and connection with other people. This is the stuff of life. And yet it is not the way that society is constructed. We have to go out of our way now. We have to seek it used to be, this was everyday life just to survive, right? And now we actually have to pay money and travel to places to have these experiences. What's so amazing is that, when I started doing these ultra races, they're all very kind of like low key, under the radar. There's not a lot of media attention on them. It's a subculture that has been around for a while, but in the last decade, we've seen an explosion in interests in like doing 100-mile races. Like, there's lotteries now to get into a race where you have to run 100 miles. Like, if you told somebody in 1800 that this was going to be the case, they would think you were insane, right? So what does that say? It tells us that we feel nourished by doing hard things, that we are extracting value from those experiences that we don't get in the mundanity of our everyday lives. And yes, we have to consciously extract ourselves from the comforts of our environments and put ourselves in those positions. But the good news is there's lots of those things right now. It's insane how many marathons. The London Marathon was the other, like how many thousands of people ran it. And then there's a Spartan race. And there's just a million of these things now that didn't used to exist because the human spirit needs it, it demands it. And we have too long deprived ourselves of these types of scenarios. That doesn't mean that you want to be unsafe or put yourself in peril, but I just don't see any other way or any other path towards becoming the better version of yourself without placing yourself in scenarios in which you're tested. Because succeed or fail, you have an experience that's going to teach you more about who you are, what your limitations are, and what your capabilities are.